What's up everybody, this is Master Ian Gamer, and today I'll be talking about Overwatch's special event game modes, as well as what we could see game mode wise in the future. So if we look back, as of now, we have had a new temporary game mode for every major Overwatch event, being Lucille Ball during the Summer Games, Steins Revenge during Halloween Terror, May's Snowball Offensive for Winter Wonderland, and Capture the Rooster for the Lunar New Year. Each time, the game mode has introduced new gameplay styles and mechanics. Lucille Ball dropped the consistent murder your enemies objective style gameplay for a friendly game of score-based Mega Soccer. Steins Revenge introduced player versus environment, or PvE, with wave-based defensive gameplay. May's rock-filled Snowball Offensive introduced single-shot kills? I don't really know. That brawl kinda flopped in my opinion. And finally, Capture the Rooster introduced the long-anticipated Capture the Flag. Out of these four, I think most people will agree that Steins Revenge was by far the best. Not only did it introduce the otherwise disappointingly absent PvE mode that we all want, but it also featured a cool mini-story to accompany it, involving the mad Dr. Junkenstein and the 4 wanderers who had to save the castle gates from his Omnic onslaught. I personally found this event brawl to be leagues better than any of the others, and I desperately hope to see more similar PvE in the future, or at the very least, the return of Steins Revenge during the next Halloween event. As for Lucille Ball and Capture the Rooster, I really enjoyed playing these modes, but their flaws in short-term fun was evident. Lucille Ball especially was just too simplistic to remain engaging for very long, and rather quickly became stale. Capture the Rooster, on the other hand, is fun to play off and on, but I think it has now become evident to us why Blizzard never implemented this game mode into the main game. Many heroes are borderline obsolete, and the heavily defensive meta that has emerged has resulted in extreme difficulty with actually capturing the enemy's flag, resulting in a lot of frustrating draws. On top of that, Overwatch at its core revolves around grouping up and attacking or defending as a full team, but Capture the Flag forces you to split your forces down the middle so you can both attack and defend at the same time, which often results in more chaotic, less coordinated gameplay. Overall, both game modes have been fun, but are clearly lacking in regards to their long-term and full-scale potential. Finally, looking at May's offensive Snowballs, we got a single-shot, one-hit kill, slow reload game mode, which I think was intended to incite new team strategies based around this new limited battle system, but in actuality, kinda just evolved into chaotic luck-based skirmishes. I think most people will consider this the least enjoyable of the 4 event brawls we've seen, as it doesn't introduce anything significantly new or exciting to the mix. So now that we've looked at the past, what sort of game mode content do we expect to see in the future for Overwatch? Blizzard, being the data and statistics loving company that they are, have likely already taken into account people's feedback on the event brawls we have seen so far. The more favored ones will likely either come back at some point or at least heavily influence future game modes. I wouldn't be surprised to see PvE in particular return, but perhaps in a different style. Rather than defending from hordes of computer-controlled enemies, the player could be the attacker. Or we could even potentially see a MOBA-style game mode where you fight an enemy team of human players, but both teams have AI mobs to assist in the battle. There's a lot they could do with PvE, and I really hope we see something involving it soon. As for the return of other game modes, in a forum post discussing whether or not we would ever see Lucille Ball again, Overwatch game director Jeff Kaplan stated, "We love it too. We'll figure out a way to bring it back." I actually find this comment to be rather intriguing, It seems to indicate either that they don't currently plan to have the same brawl appear in the next Summer Games event, or possibly even that they don't plan to have another Summer Games event at all. I guess that means some of us will never be able to get McCree's American skin after all. But regardless, this post also means that Blizzard might be thinking about releasing some kind of event brawl compilation in the future. This could be really cool to see, but I feel like if it does come out, it probably won't be for a while. Moving on from the potential revival of past event game modes, let's take a look at what brand new game modes we could see in the future. The only real indicator we have as of now regarding possible new modes are some data-mined Athena voice lines talking about gladiators and what sounds like some kind of arena battle system.
Now entering the arena. Challenger. Gladiator.
Beyond these voice lines, however, we don't really have anything to go on. I'm not really sure how this would be different from the normal King of the Hill game mode, with the exception that it might only be 1v1. But then it would just become the already existent 1v1 game mode. So how exactly this might be different is still a mystery. But then again, Blizzard doesn't necessarily use everything that exists in the data files of the game, so it's also possible that we will never see a new game mode come to use with these. Anything beyond this lives entirely in the world of speculation. One idea I have seen floating around for a while is a free-for-all deathmatch mode. Given Overwatch's heavy emphasis on team-based gameplay, I think this would be very unlikely, especially since many heroes would be at a blatant disadvantage. But I wouldn't rule out the possibility entirely. Blizzard has always proven to find ways to make things work, so I'm sure if they wanted, they could find some way of making a balanced deathmatch game mode. Well, that's all I have for today. Let me know in the comments what ideas you have for future game modes, as well as if you think we will ever see the return of past event brawls. Until next time, this is Master Ian Gamer signing off. Please feel free to like and subscribe, and otherwise, game on and have a great day.